What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full highest attack stat Pokemon team. Okay, so I was going to do a highest stats team number 2, but I thought let's do the individual stats of each Pokemon. So what I did is I got the highest Pokemon that were non-legendary, non-Ubers and Megas, and I just did the highest 6 from there, put them in a team and gave them the greatest moves on the earth. Leave your theme teams in the comment section below as usual, people. Any feedback on the video would be awesome too. Let's get this one. If you people do want to battle me, my chat is in the description of the video. I battle there at a random time each day. Okay, so we have a battle against Seth. We have a Crawdont lead. I've got a Rhyperior lead. Let me run you through these wonderful sets. So since I got a really high attack stat, right, I thought to give him like the shittiest moves, and that would be quite a challenge instead of giving him the best move. So I give you this amazing set, right? I've got a Solid Rock Rhyperior with King's Rock. I didn't actually mean to rhyme them. Anyway, so I've got Bulldoze on this. I've got Rock Smash, Rock Blast, and Rock Polish. So the idea is to get some Rock Polishes up and get that scummy Rock Blast flinch happening. It's too bad when it hits 2 times. Anyway, so we have Crawdont living there with a Berry, which kind of sucks. It's going to get lots of health back and only hit 3 times. So it's going to finish me off with the Crab Hammer and Razor Shell combo, and that is my Rhyperior down. So not a very good start there. So I gotta get back into this game. So, I've got my Slaking here. Guys, Slaking has got the best moveset in the world. You'll never believe it. Okay, so it's got Normalium Z, and it's got Scratch. So Z, Scratch, people. It's got Rock Slash, Fury Swipes, and Pursuit. So I gave it the greatest moves ever. I just wanted to nerf down there. You know, since I got such a high attack, the battles will be going like really quick. I had a few with my other dupes of these Pokemon, and oh my god, look at that Z Scratch! It's actually lifting its fingers out. I went just normal moves on this, and it was just getting like way too many wins, so I nerfed it down a lot, and I had some quite interesting battles. So anyway, that Z Scratch is just way too strong. Now we have a Swampert here. Since I'm on recharge, I don't want to stick around, take extra damage, so I'm going to swap out the Slaking and bring in my Conkeldurr. Now, Conkeldurr had a pretty cool set, I will say so myself. So we had a Flame or Gut set. Now, I had Force Palm on this. I got the Protect too, so I could get the Flame War up firstly. Go for the Force Palm, get the Scummy Paralysis, then go for a Smelling Salts right after and get a full boosted on that. I've also got Brutal Swing on this one as well. So unfortunately here, I give Swampert a little bit of a spank, but it doesn't get the Paralysis. Then I was going to go for the Smelling Salts afterwards. The Paralysis, you generally outspeed the Pokemon and go for Smelling Salts to finish it off. A pretty fun set as well on that one. I quite like. That's probably one of my favorite ones on this one. Okay, so Potato Nose is down, but we have Slaking again. Now, I can either go for a Fury Swipes or a Scratch. I was a little bit worried a Scratch wouldn't actually kill. However, they're going to use their swapping out onto the Decidueye, which is going to be a Ghost type, and none of my normal moves are going to hit it. So the best thing I can really do here is Pursuit, and I know that's not going to be enough to take it out. Plus, I'm on Truant, which sucks. So I have to swap out Slaking and swap in Darmanitan. Now, Darmanitan had a pretty interesting set too. Okay, so I got Flame Charge, and which is probably the worst fire attack that I had. Physical fire attack. I had Bulldoze, Rock Smash, and Headbutt with the Sheer Force and Citrus Berry. Okay, so it's going to go for a Sucker Punch combo on me. I've got a Berry. Now, I actually wanted to run a Belly Drum one on this set, but I actually got like 2 sweeps of a Flame Charge Belly Drum set, so I had to change that one up. I have a couple of these dumb Anders. Anyway, so that is going to go down to a Flame Charge, and Decidueye is down. Now we have a Gliscor, goodie. So Slaking is not going to be able to do crap to this, and neither am I. There wasn't much I could really do. I just went for Flame Charge to get some damage. I didn't really want to swap anything into it, and it does okay damage. It obviously does have more invested in, I'd say, in attack than bulk, because that did a little bit too much. Anyway, so I'm going to go down to the Earthquake from the Gliscor, but that's all right. I do have a plan to get around this thing. Okay, so it's going to have the Toxicorp. Never saw that one coming. Now I have the Haxorus here. This was another set that I really quite liked on my team. So Haxorus has a Dual Chop, which is a weak Dragon-type move, and that hits twice. So I thought, I could go for a Unnerve ability with the Scope Lens, then I could go for the Focus Energy, giving me a 100% crit rate. Then I'm going to go for the Dual Chop, which will crit twice in a row. It'll get around Scummy Sashes, Sturdy, and do some awesome damage. I've also got Rock Smash and Rock Tomb on this set. Amazing. Okay, so now we have the Gliscor, which is a 3-hit KO with Earthquake. Haxorus has nice bulk about it, and Dual Chop is doing pretty good damage there. And even if it starts using Substitute, I'm going to be able to get around that too, which is a really nice counter. Okay, so Gliscor's going to go for another Earthquake here. That's not going to be enough to take me out. Thank God it doesn't crit or anything like that, so that's all cool. Okay, so I'm all set up here too. With Haxorus, I can go for those dual chops. I've also got Rock Smash too for any amazing damage against Dark types and Steel types. Okay, so we have the Rock Tomb, and it's going to not do anything. I thought they may actually swap out into another Pokemon. That's why I went for that for. However, they're going to Protect, so that's cool. Now, I knew this probably would be just enough to take it out, and then I wouldn't go down to the Earthquake, so it is. And we all know that crit totally made it, and that is Gliscor down. So that's cool. Haxorus is really going for well for me at the moment. Now we have the Bastodon coming out. Now this was pretty funny. So the best move I have against Bastodon, right, is Rock Smash. Now since I got the crit ratio and it's 4 times, look how much this does. Ready? Damn, son, it does like 3/4 to it. Okay, I was laughing about that so much. So I actually get a defense drop too. Rock Smash has a chance of a defense drop. Now Bastodon's going to go for an Earthquake itself. Now Haxorus is actually fairly bulky, and Bastodon's attack is basically arse. I live on 1 health. It's always the opposite way around, but this time I actually live on 1 health. And since I've just got some dual chop disrespect here, taking the Bastodon out with a not very effective move. If that lived on 1 health, I would have raged there. Anyway, that is down, thank God. And now we have this Swampert left that we've already seen. And we also have the Sylveon left. Now, I can't do anything to this apart from going for Rock Tomb, right? So that was my best move. I knew that it would do okay damage if it was like really, really bulky. So going for Rock Tomb, it doesn't miss, and it does pretty good damage. I was happy with that, and it gets a speed drop too. Not that Sylveon's the fastest Pokemon in the world, but I thought it could help out maybe there. All right, so it's going for a Fairy Wind there. You don't see that move too often, and that's my Haxorus down. But I do have my Slaking left and 1 other Pokemon. So bringing Slaking in, I want to go for the Fury Swipes or the Scratch. What was my options here? Okay, so I went for Fury Swipes, hoping I could hit 5 times. 2 hits is going to actually be enough to take it out. It actually gets a cute charm there on the Sylveon. The first one was a crit, that's why it did so much damage. And the second one is going to be enough to take it out. So that was nice. And that's Sylveon done. So the last Pokemon is the Special Swampert. I've got my 1 more Pokemon left that could swap into this. Now, I'm on Truant here, so I don't want to lose any... I really don't want to lose any health. I know that's got Focus Mist too, so I'm going to swap in Rampardos. Now, Rampardos is actually Assault Vested. Now, this Rampardos, let me go over this amazing set too. So I've got Smackdown for Stab, I've got Rock Smash, Pursuit, and Power Up Punch. So I gave it to those moves. It tanks that Focus Mist beautifully there. The Assault Vest basically saves my life. And I'm going to have enough speed to take it out here with the Rock Smash. Nothing like taking a Pokemon out with the Rock Smash. That is the first game, people. I hope you enjoyed this. Let's get to the second battle. Okay, this was against Reaper Skriddle on my chat. I've already said where my battle is. I went to battle mean stuff. So let's get into this. We have a Serpentina, which is the Milotic. Now, this was quite good against my team. However, I leave it right here. So I thought I might be able to... maybe they're not going to expect me swapping, so I decided to stay in. It's going to be a coil set. Most of the time I would have swapped, but I thought, nah, I'll do some different mind games here. Okay, so it's going to be a bulky physical attacker, which suits me better. If it was, if it was a special attacker, I would have been in deep crap. Okay, so go for a Rock Pulse here. I know that I'm going to be able to outspeed it now. That's cool. So now I can go for Rock Blast, see if I can get some King's Rock action happening. Okay, so Rock Blast isn't doing much damage at all, obviously, because it's a Coil Up and it's a Milotic. And I only hit 2 times. I'm like, what? Anyway, so the Aqua Tower is going to hit me like super duper hard, and that's going to take me out in 1 shot. I was running more sweeping EVs on Rhyperior, Max Attack, and Max Speed, obviously. If I was more bulky, I could have lived that one probably like really, really badly. All right, so swapping in Haxorus here. It's so often that I verse Pokemon with berries, so the Unnerve, I chose that one instead. So going for the Focus Energy here. Guys, did you see Haxorus's guns? They were absolutely massive. Anyway, so Milotic's best move I can go for is the Iron Tail. Doing still pretty good damage to me. So go for Dual Chop here. That does pretty nice damage to the Milotic, and even bypassing that coil as well, which is really, really important. That's why I brought it in, and that is Milotic down. So if you don't know, if you're new to Pokemon mechanics and stuff, critical hits bypass all the stat boosts, which is really cool. I love that. Just getting past like a Pokemon that has like loads of defense boosts up. Crit, see you later. Anyway, so speaking of crits, going for another Dual Chop. This Toxicroak is bulky, man, and it lives it. And now it's going to go for the Ice Punch. That's not going to be, that's definitely not going to be enough to take it out, and my Haxorus goes down. So I was like, bugger, that sucks. So that's down. It's all good, though. That Haxorus was pretty scary, though. Now we have Darmanitan. So I've got Flame Charge on this, which I thought I could do to just boost my speed, and that was my best option, and I wanted to get that one happening. I had Headbutt on there too, so I could get some flinches. I just wanted to like pick the most terrible moves since I had it's me. I wanted to do it since I had such great attack stats. Why not do it? So now we have I'm not even going to try and say that name. We have Manfu coming in. I probably can't even say that name either. Now it's going to go for the fake out against me, which I never saw coming. That's going to do pretty good damage to me. I'm running on this one I was running a max health, max attack one. Okay, so it's going to hit me with the aerial race. I've got that berry to restore my health, which is fine, so that's going to give me lots of health back. The citrus berry. I ran that over as I said, I was running a belly drum set before, but I kind of just swapped it up. Okay, so I went for Rock Smash. Now it's going to go for a knockoff. My berry's not there anymore, so it's not going to do as much damage. Going for the bulldoze there, trying to lower the speed of Manfu, and just missing the kill there. That really, really sucks. Now the reversal is going to be at high base power because it's on low health. And man, I was in like a little bit of trouble here because I'm like, damn, this thing's fast and it's got like a full power reversal, which is really, really strong. Okay, so the only Pokemon I thought they could swap into this would be Conkeldurr. Now, Conkeldurr often carries Mach Punch, so I was hoping they would swap here. That was my only thing. Or if worst case scenario, I'd probably just live it, which I did, people, on 14 health. Going for the Force Palm there, and that is down. Thank God. My last two Pokemon were like heavily weak against reversal, so that was really good getting rid of that. Okay, so I got my Flame Orb up. Doesn't matter though because my speed is basically arse, so I'm not going to be able to do anything. Now we have the Spoink coming in. Man, Spoink is such a hype Pokemon. Alright, Spoink is going to go for the bouncy. Bouncing up in there. It's like, oh, maybe it's Power Herb. But it isn't Power Herb. Brutal Swing misses. So I was wondering what move, like other moves or its item was. Maybe Focus Sash or something like that. Anyway, people, I live on 1 health again. Bounce misses, and I'm able to take it out with a Brutal Swing. Oh my God, that was so lucky. And Spoink has a heart attack. It's down. It's not going to be bouncing anymore. Fun fact, if Spoink stops, springing along on its spring, it actually has a heart attack. It's quite one of those cruel Pokedex entries. Anyway, so Potato Nose are down, but I've got 2 Pokemon left. Now we have the Ordino, and I've got my Slaking. So I haven't used my Incredible Z move yet. I thought maybe I should save it, or maybe I should go for Fury Swipe first, and then go for it afterwards. Now we have Mega Ordino, which I never saw coming. Now, this one was very, very bulky. Even Ordino I knew that I'd be able to take my Z move, so my best option was to go for the Z move myself. Just get as much damage as possible, and then try and take it out afterwards with my next Pokemon, bring Rampardos. Now, going for my Z move here, I just wanted to get it'd be so good if I could get a critical hit. So going for the Breakneck Blitz, and we're going to go for that Z, that Z Scratch, people. All right, so Slaking's holding his hands out, getting ready for that Mighty Scratch, and that's going to smack into the Ordino. It does pretty good damage. I was quite happy with that. So over half, nice. Okay, so now the knockoff's not going to do much because I don't have a knockoff item. I've got my Z Crystal. So I thought, well, let's stay in here because it's not really, what's it actually going to do? However, it's going to go for the Last Resort. So it's got knockoff and Last Resort. So Last Resort does okay damage, I guess. Its attack is pretty bad, and my defenses and health are really, really nice. So going for the Scratch there, not enough to take it out. I didn't really want to miss a Fury Swipes because it does have a chance of missing. Now, this is where things are a little bit of trouble here. So I had to swap out my Slaking. I didn't want to get hit by another Last Resort. So I thought, well, let's swap in Rampardos here. I can live I know that I can live a Last Resort and finish it off with a Smackdown or something like that. Anyway, so we're getting hit by another Last Resort there. It still does pretty good damage to Rampardos. Now, Rampardos is going to get outsped again, and it's actually going to knock off my item, which is my Assault Vest. Not that mattered too much because that wasn't a special Pokemon. Anyway, so finish off Mega Ordino with Smackdown, and that is the Ordino down. So the last Pokemon is an Azelf. So Azelf can run physical, special, it can run lots of things. So I was wondering what set it was going to be, a special or a physical. It's going to be a physical set with Power Up Punch. So that's not going to be enough to take out Rampardos. I just lived that one. Now, it's going to get an attack boost there. Obviously, going for the Pursuit, that was the best move I could use against it. And that is going to be super effective, but not enough damage to actually take it out. Okay, so Rampardos cannot swap out. Slaking cannot swap into a Power Up Punch. So I've got to let Rampardos down. Now, what I was thinking here is if Rampardos is down, if Slaking can live the next Power Up Punch, or they're going to go for a Zen Headbutt, assuming that's what move they had, that would be my only option. I was going to take them out with the Scratch. I wanted the Scratch kill, people. However, the Azelf is going to go for an explosion there, and that is definitely both of us down. Definitely the Azelf down, obviously, and Slaking is going to go down because it's a +2 attack. Hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. Got a fun bonus battle and got some pretty salty bloopers for you people to watch. And stay cool and peace out.